It had been a long week, but nothing could prepare me for what Karen attempted this time. She had discovered a way to steal power from my property to charge her Tesla, running cables across my fence without permission. At first, I ignored it, thinking she'd realize her mistake eventually. But when her repeated theft started spiking my electrical systems, I knew it was time to teach a lesson she would never forget. Grandpa leaned against the porch railing, surveying the property with that calm, calculating look he always got when trouble was brewing. "Some people just don't respect boundaries," he muttered. "They think your patience is weakness." Jake and I headed to the garage to prepare. I didn't need brute force. Karen wasn't the type to take warnings seriously. She needed a demonstration, a clever, controlled, and unmistakable lesson. We rigged a system that would monitor power usage and deliver a controlled surge specifically to any unauthorized connection. One that would fry her Tesla's charging unit without damaging other property or endangering anyone. It was precise engineering, something Grandpa had taught us over the years. Protection, punishment, and prevention all in one. By late afternoon, the setup was ready. Cameras and sensors monitored the fence line, tracking any unauthorized connection. We watched from the porch as Karen's Tesla approached, her smug expression unchanged as she reached for the stolen power lines. The moment she plugged in, the system activated. A sharp flash and an audible pop echoed across the driveway. The charging unit on her Tesla fried instantly, sparking slightly but causing no fire. Karen jumped back, screaming in shock and anger. "What did you do?" she yelled, staring at the smoking charger. Grandpa chuckled quietly, tipping his hat. "I believe that's called a lesson, ma'am." Jake stepped forward, his calm demeanor masking his amusement. "You repeatedly stole power from private property. This is the consequence, and it's documented on camera from start to finish." Karen spun around, glaring at us. "This is harassment. You can't." I raised my phone, showing her the live feed. Every step, every action, every moment was recorded. "Oh, I can. And I did. Consider this your final warning. Any further attempts will be met with consequences far more severe, legally and financially." Her fury erupted, but there was nothing she could do. The Tesla's charging unit was completely disabled, and she had no claim to the electricity she had tried to steal. Every word she shouted was captured on our security cameras, creating an airtight record should the HOA attempt to interfere. Grandpa shook his head, smiling faintly. "Some people think entitlement gives them privileges," he said. "They always forget who actually controls the land and the power that runs through it." By evening, Karen had retreated, muttering threats under her breath. But she knew she had been defeated. The Tesla remained where it was, inert and powerless, a symbol of her failure and our authority. I walked the property, checking the sensors and cameras, making sure everything was in order. Every inch of the fence line was monitored, every possible point of theft accounted for. This wasn't just about electricity. It was about control, respect, and the unwavering protection of our property. The sun set over the ranch, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. The lesson had been delivered without violence, but with absolute clarity. Trespassing, theft, or disrespect on our land came with consequences that were clever, precise, and unavoidable. Grandpa leaned back on the porch, eyes twinkling. "She'll think twice before trying that again. And if not, well," his smile widened. "We're always ready." Jake nodded, watching the Tesla smoke slightly from its fried charging unit. "She won't forget this. Neither will anyone else who thinks they can take what's ours." And as the ranch settled into quiet evening calm, I realized once again that protecting property wasn't just about force or confrontation. It was about preparation, intelligence, and delivering consequences in a way that left no doubt who was in charge. Karen's audacity had met reality, and reality once again had won.